First, want to welcome you all to Distance Learning Systems, and thank you for allowing us to be the program you decide to choose when getting your RN or BSN. My name is Laura Stevenson. I am the Director of Online, so you will probably see emails from me or even talk with me on the phone as you go through your program. And just welcome, and we're excited to be on your journey as you get your degree. First things first, when you enrolled, you should have received emails. This first one right here is the first one you should have received. Congratulations and welcome to your program with Distance Learning Systems. And this email just basically tells you what emails to look for after this one. The first one after this would be for the LockLizard email, and that is a program you need to download in order to view your reading material. And we will go over on how to download that here in a few minutes. And then this is what it would look like right here. This is the email you should have received to download LockLizard. And then the third email would be how to access your online class. What website to go to right here. And then your username and password below that. What programs you need to we recommend you download. And then your very first class. The title of your class and the first video day and time of your class. Okay, and then below that are just more paragraphs of what we expect of you in the online class to be successful. So you want to make sure you read that. All right, and then the last email, again, is just welcoming you to Distance Learning Systems, and this has the welcome packet attached. You'll want to make sure you do look at that. It explains everything about Distance Learning Systems, has important information there as far as registering for exams, how much the exams are, and so on, has course descriptions. So you'll definitely want to make sure you take a look at that when you get that email. Okay, so those are all the emails you should have received so far. And then the one after that you would have also received with your academic plan attached. And if you didn't send us your transcripts yet, it would also have a transcript request form sent in that attachment of the email. So if you have not sent us your transcripts, please make sure you do so as soon as possible. You can either fax them, email them, or mail them, whichever is easiest for you. But definitely make sure you get those to us so that we can make sure you are taking the correct courses for this program, and that you don't need any more or any less than what you're taking right now, okay? So just make sure you get those to us. All right, did everybody receive those emails? If you didn't, please let me know so that we can get those resent to you, because we want to make sure you do have everything that you need to get started. And if you don't see them in your inbox, sometimes they do go in your junk email or spam folder, so you want to make sure you check those as well. But if you don't see them in any of your folders, just let me know, and then I will get those resent to you. Okay, so moving on, what we're going to go over next is the programs that you need to download in order to access everything in your online class. And again, those are right here in the email that has your username and password. Below that, it tells you what programs you need to make sure you download. And then the LockLizard email is separate, and you'll want to make sure you download that too. So the first download we are going to do is going to be Java. And you have to have Java downloaded on your computer in order to view the videos for the class. If you do not have Java, you won't be able to view the videos. And the videos, as of right now, are only viewable on laptops and desktops. We are looking at getting them viewable on phones and tablets, and hopefully that will be here soon in the near future. Okay, so to download Java, the first thing you'll do is go to java.com. And when you're typing in the web address, make sure you type it up here in the very top search bar, because that will take you straight to the website. If you type it down in, let's say, Google search or the Ask search bar, it will give you tons of options to choose from. So the easiest way to go straight to the website is just type it in up here at the very top search bar. Okay? And then once you get to the website, you'll click on Free Java Download, and you'll click on Agree and Start Free Download. And then you'll want to save the file. Now, if you are using Firefox, up here, this upside down green arrow, that is where the download went. And in order to complete the download for Java, you have to click on that green arrow and click on this box right here that says JXP install. If you are using Google Chrome, then down here on the left corner, on the bottom left corner, will be a box that you will have to click in order to complete the install. Okay, so just remember that as you're downloading all these programs. So we'll click on the download. And then if a box does pop up asking you if you want to allow this program to make changes, go ahead and say yes. The programs that we ask you to download will not harm your computer. Okay, then you will click Install. And right here where it asks you do you want to install the Ask toolbar or the other stuff that Ask provides for the browser, just uncheck that and click Next. And this time, after you click Next, it does take a few seconds sometimes for the download to come up. So don't worry if you don't see it for a few seconds. It will eventually pop up and it will start downloading. It just takes a few seconds. Okay, and then once you see this box pop up saying you have successfully installed Java, then you know the program is downloaded on your computer, and then you can just click on Close. Okay, and there is a class in the online too that you can check to make sure all the programs did download properly on your computer, and I will show you where that is after we complete all the downloads. All right, so the next download we will do is Adobe Reader, and this is so that you can view the PDFs. In the classroom, a lot of the assignments or quizzes or even just extra material for you to look at are saved in PDF form, so you want to make sure you do download this as well. And again, you'll just go to adobe.com up in the top search bar. And when you get to this website up here in the white search box, you will click on Adobe Reader, or you'll type in Adobe Reader and hit Enter. And right here you'll see this red box and it'll say Get Adobe Reader. You'll click on that title right there. And when you see this page, you'll notice in the middle it says Optional Offer to install McAfee Security System. You want to uncheck that because McAfee Security does cause issues sometimes with you being able to view the videos for the class or opening up other programs that for the online class, okay? So you just want to make sure you do uncheck that and then click Install Now. And then again, remember, you need to finish the download by going up to the upside down green arrow, or also looking on the left bottom corner of your screen to click on the download to complete it. So once you see installation complete, you will click on Finish. And then Adobe Reader should be downloaded completely on your computer. All right, so the next one we will do is Microsoft PowerPoint. Some of you might already have PowerPoint on your computer. If you do not, Microsoft does offer a PowerPoint viewer for free, which allows you to view PowerPoints only. You cannot create any, but the PowerPoints that the instructors go over in the class are also accessible in the online class. So you want to make sure you download the PowerPoint or have PowerPoint on your computer so that you can open up those PowerPoints, print them out, and write your notes on them as you watch the class as the instructor goes through each PowerPoint. A lot of the students, you do use those as study material, and it helps them a lot by printing them out and writing notes on them as the instructor is going over that slide. Okay, so you want to make sure that you do download this PowerPoint. And then what you will do is you will just go to Microsoft.com. And up here in the search, you'll just type in PowerPoint Viewer and hit Enter. And the first option that comes up is Download PowerPoint Viewer from Official Microsoft, and that is the one you want to click on. All right, and then once this page comes up, you'll just click on Download. And on the left, you do not need to click on anything. You can just click No Thanks and Continue. And then Save File. And then click on the download. And you want to make sure you do accept the terms and continue. And then once this box pops up, you know you have downloaded the PowerPoint Viewer. All right, so those are the programs that are in the email for you to download. And the next one that we are going to go to is the LockLizard email so that you can view the tutorials for your class. And again, this is what the email looks like that you should have received. So the first part you'll do is you'll go down here where it says operating system, and you will choose the system that you are downloading this program on. It is available on iPhones, iPads, and also Android phones and Android tablets. And you have 3 licenses, so you can, if you have a laptop you want to download it on, a tablet, and a phone you want to download, you can download it on all 3 of those, so you can view your tutorial on any of those devices. Okay. So I'm going to click on Windows because that's the operating system I'm using. And then once you get to this site, you will scroll down, and where it says Install the Viewer, there's this box right here where you see the picture of the lizard, and I'm going to click on Windows EXE and then Save File. And then it will ask you what language do you want, and you'll click OK. And then you want to make sure you accept the agreement. And then you'll just click on Next until the Install button comes up. And then you'll click Install. And then Finish. Now once you click on Finish, that you did download the LockLizard, but there's still one more step, which is registering your license. You won't be able to view your tutorial until your license is registered. So what you will have to do is you will have to go back to the email, and up here you'll see 2 attachments. They both have your name. One says .llv, the other one says .zip. You will click on the .llv attachment, and you will click on Open. After you click Open, a few seconds later, a box will pop up that says, "Thank you, you have successfully registered for viewing protected documents." And then once you see that box come up, you know you should be able to view your tutorials for your class. Okay? So once that comes up, you'll just click OK. So we have downloaded all the programs that you need to make sure so that you can access all of the material in your class. Does anybody have any questions so far before we move on? Okay, well, I will go ahead and keep moving on. If you do have a question, don't hesitate to type in the chat box, and I will answer any questions you have, okay? So the next thing we're going to go over is the website navigation. So once you get to your site, the first thing you will see, this is your home page. You'll see the live chat time, the live chat picture, which is actually where you can click to join a live chat session, and then the online department hours. Live chat is available from actually 24 hours, Monday through Friday. We just got that, so I'm going to change that. So remember, live chat available 24 hours, Monday through Friday, and also certain hours on Saturday and Sunday. And they can help with any class questions, any technical support. So if you do have any questions after 6 p.m., you can always go in the live chat, and they will be happy to help you. The online department hours, where you can reach somebody by phone, is Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if you have a question that you want to talk to us on the phone about, please make sure you do call us during those times so that you are able to reach somebody. We are not here on the weekend, so if you have an issue you want to get done before the week, taken care of before the weekend, please make sure you call us during those times so we can get it taken care of for you. Okay? And then, again, you can also go on the live chat. All right? And I will show you, if you click on this button, I will just show you this is what the live chat looks like. And you will just click right here where it says Live Help, I'm online, and you'll click on Start Chat. All right? So when you logged in, the first thing you should see under My Courses would be New Student Orientation. And you'll want to make sure you click on that class because, like I said before, this is the class to where you can go in and make sure you did download all of the programs properly and that you are able to view everything, okay? So as you'll see, programs needed for online class, Adobe Reader. So what you can do is just click on this link right here that says click here. You are able to view Adobe documents. And if this pops up, you know you downloaded Adobe correctly, and you should have no problems viewing PDF documents. And then the next one would be PowerPoint. Again, you can view PowerPoint so we know that downloaded correctly as well. And then the Lock Wizard, which is so that you can view your tutorial for the class. Okay, some of you might get this error right here where it asks you to close your screen capture. It is a common error we're seeing now, so if you do get this error, it is an easy fix. And all you have to do is hit Control-Alt-Delete on your keyboard. And you'll want to make sure you click on Start Task Manager when you get to the menu. And when you do that, this box right here, Windows Task Manager, will pop up. You'll have the Applications tab and Processes tab, and then the other tabs after that. You'll want to click on the Processes tab. And what you'll do is right here where it says OneNote-M.exe, that is the screen capture that is open that it is asking you to close. So you will look for that screen capture, and it's right here. I've highlighted it right here. And you will click on End Process. And then, yes, you'll want to confirm you want to end the process. And then once you see it disappear, you will just click OK over here, and then your tutorial should pop up with no problem. Or if you're checking the link to make sure you can view it, then this message right here should pop up. Okay, and once you see that, then you should be able to open all of the tutorials for your class. All right? And then the last one would be Java, and again, this is so that you can view the videos for your class. And you will type in your name and email. And these are actually the exact steps that you will take to view a recording. If you have to view a recorded video, this is exactly what you'll go through to get there. And you'll want to make sure it is opening up in Java Web Start. So you'll click OK. And sometimes it just takes a few seconds for it to come up. Okay. When it asks you, do you want to run this application, you will click on Run. Okay, and then once this pops up, you'll see a PowerPoint that says you can view the videos for your class come up. And once you see that, once all this comes up, then you know you should be able to view the videos with no issue. All right, so you can close out of that. And that is basically what the new student orientation is for, just to make sure you can view everything for the class and you are prepared for when your class starts. So we'll go back to the home page. And then the other courses you'll see below that will be class registration. And what this is this has a list of what order to take your classes in, and then the schedules that we have all the way up until November. We're usually 6 months out. Okay, so you can click on any of the schedules to see what's coming up, and if you want to lay out your schedule, you can do that. So that is a great way to see what courses are coming up and what the schedules look like. They have the class, the start date, the end date, the day of the video, and the time. Okay, we do have to where you can register for your class online now. So this is a great way. First, go to the schedules to see what's coming up and which class you want to go to, and then you can go to register for your class online. All right. And then below that, you have helpful study tips for exams. And what that is that is a class. It's an open forum for each class. For students, when they take the exam, they'll go in there and give other students tips on what to expect when you do go and take that exam. So after you take an exam, just go in there and give students some helpful tips. That way y'all are helping each other out to be successful in this program. All right? And the instructors will also put tips in there as well to help. And then below that, you'll see nursing supplements and general education supplements if you do need any gen eds. So when you click on these, basically they're laid out by class, and it's just extra material for you to look at as you're going through the classes just to help you prepare for the exam. All right? And then after that would be testing site information. Now this class helps you to know how to register for an exam, what classes type of an exam it is. The first box is Excelsior exam. So right here you'll see all the general ed courses that are Excelsior exams, and all of the nursing courses are Excelsior exams. And there's a video to show you how to register for an Excelsior exam, and there's also the contact information as well if you want to contact Excelsior to register for the exam. All right, and as you go down for Excelsior, you'll have the important testing rules and then the Pearson VUE website. To take an Excelsior exam, you do have to go to a Pearson VUE website to take the exam. So once you click on that link, it will ask you to type in your zip code or address, and it will tell you where all the Pearson VUE sites are in your area. Okay, and it'll also give the mileage on how far each one is. And below that, you have Dante's exams, and also the link to register for Dante's exam and where to find one at, a testing site at. And then the last one would be CLEP exams, and this has how to register for a CLEP exam, what to expect on the day of the exam, and then the CLEP website to find the closest testing site. And all of them are pretty much the same. You just type in your zip code or address, and it will give you a list of all the testing sites in your area, and it'll also show you the mileage as well. So when ready to take your exam, you just want to make sure you do go to this class to confirm what exam you're testing for, and then how to register for that exam and kind of what to expect when you do go take that exam. Okay? And then below that, if you're already starting a course next week, or if you're in a course this week, you will notice your course below that. Okay, and to access your course, you will just click on the title. And when you are starting a course, you will not receive access to the material until the Friday before it starts. So just keep that in mind. If you register for a class in advance, just remember you won't receive access to it until the Friday before it starts. Okay, so this is what you'll see. You'll see welcome to the class. You'll have the introduction, the welcome from the instructor, any announcements or news about this class, and then the tutorial. And again, the tutorial is the book for the class. That's your main study guide. So you want to make sure you read that and open that if you don't have a hard copy. We do sell the hard copies for the tutorials, and they're $35 and $45 a piece. It just depends on which one you're purchasing, and it's exactly like the one online. It's just bound like a book. All right, so this is what your tutorial will look like when you open it up online. You'll have the cover page, and then you'll notice the next page will say stop. This is preparation for an Excelsior exam or CLEP exam or even Dante's exam. That doesn't mean you can't go any farther. What this is just telling you is this is what your type of exam you're preparing for, and this is how to register for this exam. So you can also go back to this page once your class is over to see what type of exam it is and how to register for it. Okay, and then you can just keep on moving forward to get to your chapters and start reading. Another cool function in this too is if there's a certain word you need to find in the tutorial, you can click on this magnifying glass and type in the word right there where what you need to find, and it'll take you to every single page that word is on. So that is the tutorial, okay? And you can also print it out at home as well if you want. And again, those are viewable on laptops, desktops, any iPhone or iPads, and then any Android device as well. And then as you scroll down, you'll see the week 1 material. The first thing you'll notice is when the live video lecture takes place, so you'll want to make sure you pay attention to that. And then each time that a lecture takes place is Eastern time, so if you are in a different time zone, you will want to make sure you know what the difference is. That way you don't miss any part of the live video. All right, if you happen to not be able to make a live video, the recording is placed the next business morning if it's an evening class. If it's a morning class or a 1 to 5 class, the recording is usually placed that same day. Okay, and it's okay if you have to view the recording. You do not get docked if you can't view the live. We know a lot of our students do work 12-hour shifts, so it's kind of hard sometimes to make the times of the videos, so don't worry if you have to view the recording. It's the exact same lecture that happened that day, and if you do have to communicate with the instructor, you can always email them, and they're very good at getting right back to you. All right, so to view a recorded lecture, again, you'll just click on this link right here, and you'll type in your name and your email. And you'll click OK. Okay, so this is when you view a recording, this is what it will look like. And sometimes right here where you see this play button, I kind of have this green arrow down here. Sometimes you do have to click that if your video does not start right away. Some videos do start right away, some don't. So just remember, if it does not start right away, just go ahead and click that play button and it should start with no problem. All right? And if you do, let's say you watched a certain part of the first part of the video and you don't want to watch it again, you want to fast forward to where you left off, what you can do is you see this red bar loading here at the bottom. You will have to wait till that is loaded to where you want to start the video at, and then what you can do is just click on the hash mark right here, and it will fast forward to that specific spot in the video. Okay? And where you see the recorded video link, that is also where the live link will be as well. It'll say click here to view live video if you're going to join a live session. And then right here are the PowerPoints that the instructor will be going over in class. Again, you'll want to make sure you do print those out, or you do have those up as the instructor is going over them in class. And then below that, you'll just notice extra links, extra material for you to look at and read to prepare for the exam. And then you'll have the week quiz or test. We do ask that you do get a 95% or higher on the quiz or test, and that's for each quiz and test. That way you have room for error when you do go take the actual Excelsior exam or CLEP exam or Dante's exam. If you get a 95 on every single quiz and the practice exam, then you should have no problem at all passing the exam to get the credit for the class. All right? And then the very last link you'll see in the class is a forum to ask any questions you might have over a week 1 lecture. It's in every single week, so if you do have any questions over that lecture, you can post it in that forum. The students in that class and the instructor can see your question. So if you want to talk with other students, you can also use that forum as well to get in contact with other students in that class. If you do want to talk to the instructor personally, you can just email them, and then they'll answer any questions you have as well. Okay, so that's kind of what to expect when you join your class, and you do get access to the next week, the Friday before. All right? And when your class is over, you do have 10 days grace period from the very last day of the video. You have 10 days after that to review everything and get prepared for your exam. If you do need more time after that, we do have what we call our open classes. And what those are is those are classes just like the class you're in. The only difference is that there's no instructor and the videos are recorded. But you still have the videos to watch, the quizzes to take, PowerPoints to look at. Everything that was in your previous course will be in this open class. And again, those are for students that need more time after taking the class to prepare for the exam. And there's no time limit to be in there, so you can take your time if you need to for studying for the exam. We do ask if you do feel prepared once your class is over to take the exam that you do not wait longer than 2 weeks. We do see our best results from students that don't wait longer than 2 weeks to take the exam. If you do, again, need to wait longer than 2 weeks, definitely let us know so that we can place you in the open class so that you can continue to study the material so you don't forget anything. Does anybody have any questions right now? If you are, if you do need to review this video again, I can send you the recording once it is over. Okay. If nobody has any questions, I'm going to move on and show you how to register for your classes online. So what you'll do is you'll go back to your home page. And to register for your next class, you will go right here where it says LS Administration Box. It's the very first top box on the left side, and you will go to Learning Plan, and then you will click on Program Overview. And this will list all of the courses that you need to complete in order to complete the program, to pass the program. Okay, so let's say I want to take Anatomy and Physiology next. So what I'll do is I will click right here, the very first where it says Anatomy and Physiology, A&P OLC. I will click Choose Class next to that. And then you'll see all of the start dates we have coming up. 3 months, we only do it 3 months in advance. So I have up until August 8th on there. So I will just say what date I want to start the class, and then that is the course I will choose. And you'll notice we do have a class size of 80. So once it reaches 80, you will be put on a wait list. If you decide to choose that class, but we cannot guarantee you'll get access to that class. So if you do see that it's at 80, you might want to look at a different start date to choose so that you aren't waiting to get access to a class. Okay? So I see 620, it only has June 20th, it only has 9 students registered so far. So I'm going to decide to choose that class. So I'll click on choose. And then once I do that, the page will pop back up with all the courses I need to complete. And then I can confirm my registration by going over here next to the A&P and clicking show. And then that will show me that I did register for anatomy and physiology starting June 27th. Okay. The one thing, the start date, June 20th, that is actually the day you'll get access to your class. That is the Friday date. And then the end date is the date with the 10-day grace period inside of it. The title right here where it says A&P OLC, June 27th, that is the start date of the class. Okay, so don't forget that when you are registering online. The actual start date of the class is in the title, and then the date in the start date column is the day you receive access to the class. Okay, and again, you can always go back to the class registration course and look at the class schedules and confirm the start date and the day of the video and the time of the video as well. Okay. So once you complete all of your gen ed courses, if you do need gen ed courses, it will be time for you to enroll with Excelsior. So you want to keep that. If you do need gen ed courses, you do want to complete all of those first, because once you get to the nursing, you will have to be enrolled with Excelsior to take all of those exams. Okay, so just remember that as you're going through your courses. And also make sure that you are taking them in the order that we suggest as well. If you are in the BSN program, once you finish your gen eds, then it would be time to contact Harrison or or whatever college you are deciding to go with to get your BSN. Okay, that is it. Does anybody have any questions? I will be logged in until 5 o'clock, so if you do have any questions about this, about the orientation, please ask and I'll be happy to answer. And if you don't have any questions, you can go ahead and log off. And thank you for joining and listening today.